riding back to the crib, Six Paths Commandments. So I wanted to speak. I'm watching this video with Smack talking about the vets. Now, mind you, I know I'm not a vet. In terms of what he's talking about. He's talking about the top tier vets. So the topic of conversation is, can the vets prepare in 14 days? So, Smack been having this Ultimate Madness, or Smack URL been having Ultimate Madness, which is a tournament, a bracket style tournament for the last pretty much since 2020. So it's been interesting. And tournaments in general have really, I think, really given battle rap like it's a new space, because having battles and there not being a winner or a loser, or just something else to kind of talk about. Of course, the culture is for the most part kind of decided who the winners and losers are, but having a caffeine vote and having a live vote, and of course the vote could be off, but having these things in place really makes it a lot easier to determine what's going on or who did what, and we can say, all right, well he lost this vote, lost that vote, right? So I think it gives the game a lot more finality. I heard Mickey Facts say that, so I thought the way he put that was really good, because he was talking about, I think he was explaining to some investor who's not, a person that's outside the culture, how battle rap works. And they're like, all right, well, how do y'all know who won? And they're like, well, the culture decides who won. He's like, so y'all have a battle, or I don't pick a winner, it's like, on the spot? He was like, no. So I think that artists knowing that it's going to be a judge battle and someone's going to judge and they're going to pick a winner. And also, with judge battles, though, you have to clearly win. In order for you to really get a win, you have to clearly win. There is no, you can't really have debatable wins in judge battles. It's not how that works. That's not how it's going to go. Just any of that stuff. I see you, baby. That's not how it's going to go. Just any of that stuff. So John is also in the video. John's in the video, and they're talking about Ultimate Madness 5, and Smack makes a comment about, a lot of vets don't want to participate, because they're saying that they need more bread and more time. And it's like, so Smack's argument is, well, if you're really hungry and you really, you really want it, because for the, because now they're doing $100,000, because when they start to include more of the veteran MCs, no real big names aside from like a T-Top, now things get a little bit different. But at the same time, well, if these people are not conditioned to do that, then what do you expect? Because the thing is, this is the highest level of battle rapping. You gotta realize these vets have a much higher name to uphold. Like, they can't do tournaments for a few different reasons. It's not just being able to rap good. It's a few reasons why they can't do it. One reason, like I said, the first one we said was they need to uphold, their position, uphold their status of whatever it is, because the more losses you have, it brings your status down. You know what I mean? The more wins you have brings your status up. Who you have wins against brings your status up. How you won the battle brings your status up. So they have a lot more to lose, and it probably isn't smart for a high level vet or a top tier vet. And also, but so many top tiers. So if it's a top tier tournament, it'll be top tier / god tier. But that, and again, with these kind of MCs, not these kind of MCs, I'm sorry, no, scratch. These kind of people that you're thinking about. So let's say, all right, so boom, let's think about who would be in this tournament. So Tay Rock, Sue Surf, New Jersey Twerk. Who else is considered a top tier? Calico, a T-Rex, Rum Nitty, and again, I'm sorry, there are a few top tiers in the tournament, and look what happened, right? So Rum Nitty, your Rum Nitty. I'm trying to think who else. K-Shine, Charlie Clips, people like this, right? And I think some of them could do good. I think someone like Clips probably will win the tournament, probably, but Clips is a little more powerful in the small room, because Clips can use the room to his advantage more. So Clips would do good. I don't know how good Shine is on short prep. And I mean, honestly, another point I want to get to is the fact that I'm like, do you really want to hear the best that the culture has on short prep? Because we know how short prep sounds. And for the higher level MCs, I do think that, you know what, if I was to have it, why not have it, you know, for 4 week prep? Because if it's going to be a tournament style event, and these top tiers are going to come bring it, I think giving them a month would make it actually worth watching. Because that's why a lot of this stuff is not stuff that we're going to watch over and over again. We don't really even have battles no more that we watch over and over and over again like that. It only comes around but so often. So in a lot of ways, you know, doing URL basically just being a battle factory now. They just churn out battles. That's a battle every week, you know. And don't get me wrong, I think I can have a lot of battles, but you can't have the top guys battling all the time. Like at one point, bro, they had Rum Nitty battle everybody. Like everybody. There was just you can't, like, Rum Nitty might be one of like the first like top tiers to be used that way, because he's gatekeeping and top tiering. Like he's battling very, very new guys and guys who, you know, and also still getting big matches. And I think it's kind of getting to a point where I think Rum Nitty and guys as big as he can get, you know, with what he does and everything. And you know, I think he still is great, and he is an alien level puncher. But you know, like, who else is there for Nitty to even battle? Nitty didn't battle Surf, he didn't battle Rock. At this point, it used to be more of an accolade to have one of the god tier niggas on your resume. But at this point, I mean, well, you know, the god tiers, they haven't really maintained their god tier status. And one of the reasons why they haven't maintained their god tier status is because, for one, people don't believe that you're god tier anymore. People don't really see Lux as god tier no more. People don't see Mook as god tier no more. You know, people don't see Hollow as god tier no more. I think all these guys are still really great, but this is no way of being great at this level of battle rap without doing it pretty often. You know, Hollow had 2 battles last year. His battle with DNA, I mean, I didn't watch it again. You know, he was just acting really weird. You know, the battle with Sean just came off weird. I don't know. I just felt like that should have been a much more exciting battle. Like, both of them, I don't know. It was everyone's first time back on the big stage, and it just didn't go over very well. It just didn't go over very well. I didn't feel how it should feel. I think Hollow was enjoyable, but you know, he's still getting back in his bag, and Hollow gonna have to reinvent himself. I mean, or hey, maybe it's just over for these guys. You know, battle wise, everyone got to stop sometimes. Maybe, you know, even though Mook, Lux, and Hollow, they're not that old. They can't be more than a year apart from me, very, you know, anything like that. But you know, when you've experienced the best that something has to offer, it's hard to keep that same excitement. That's why battle rap kind of goes in these cycles where people have their time, you know, because like how long can you still stay that motivated to do something? Because it's something different when you're in the conversation versus when you're the guy. Like, say, Danny Myers. Danny Myers wasn't really in the conversation. Now he became part of the conversation, and he's still not necessarily. He's become more of a fan favorite, and people look forward to his battles a little more than before, because he's progressively gotten better over the years, you know, which is really cool, you know. So that's a good example, right? But I think what keeps someone like him hungry is the fact that he still isn't necessarily like the top guy, you know. He's more so the top guy by way of how hard he works. But anyway, so I just wanted to speak on that. I think that if there was to do a tournament, then again, for these guys, it's not but so many of them, man. It's like, I don't know, man. It probably be kind of messy. You got to mix some new guys in there, and fam, we ain't trying to see Tay-Rock get knocked out in the first round. We ain't trying to see Surf. I don't think that would happen, but it would be awkward if like Surf got an upset, Tay-Rock got an upset. These are, you know, John. No, I'm sorry, but I didn't include John in the conversation. John, like all these different people just had these different upsets, but for the competitive nature, that'd be great. But as far as like the god tier guys, nah, I'm good, man. I don't want to see that, because they're held in too high of a regard, and we can't take no more performances, not bad performances, but performances that aren't up to the standard that we would like to see these guys at, you know. But anyway, it's the 6 Past Commandments, man. We tuning out. Peace.